Yes. So now we are going to discuss about group management. So what is this group? How do we, why do we need group and how this group works? So in way, like how we create WhatsApp group, Telegram group, or different groups. So wherein we'll be able to share, chat with multiple users at the same time. Here also we create groups so that we can share the permissions. We can assign the permission to multiple users at the same time. Now we created the users. We created Linta. We created Sandra. We created different users. So if you want to assign permissions to different users, if you want to give permission to a file, a folder, to some set of users, we use groups. Are you understanding?
Okay, yeah.
Groups. So in groups, there are two types of groups. First one is your primary groups. Primary groups. And second one is secondary groups. Secondary groups. So when we create a user, if you have observed very carefully, a group will be created with the same username. Did you observe the day when we created the user, right? So with the same name, a group was created. So before showing that, let me go here and run the command cat /etc /passwd. This is the command to list the users. Am I correct?
Yes.
So you can see the user Sandra is there, user Linta is there. So now if I do cat /etc /group, this is the command to list the groups. So group, you can enter. You can see with the same name there is also two groups, Santa, Linta. So these are the primary groups for Santa and Linta. That means, so when we create the users with the same name, groups will be created. These are called as primary groups. These are called as primary group. Example, so we have Sandra, we have Linta, so etc. So when we create the user with the same name, a group will be created. That's called as primary group. So that will be owned by the same owner. I mean, Linta group is owned by Linta and Santa group is owned by Santa. Then secondary groups. So why do we create secondary group? Let's say you have a team. Now you need a group for your team. Let's say DevOps team is there. You will create DevOps group. You will create a data group for data engineering team, etc. These are secondary groups. So we create this group externally. Using commands, we create the groups. Later, we will add the users and we assign the permissions. Right. So these are the secondary groups. I hope you are understanding. Any doubts here?
Can you explain once again about secondary group?
Secondary groups are additional groups which are created. Additional
Mm.
groups. Now, primary group is the group which is created when the user is created, right? So there will be one primary group per user, and user can have multiple secondary groups.
Mm.
Sanda, are you understanding?
Yeah, it's okay for me. But can I ask you something very different?
Yeah, please.
So, if Linux is a kernel myth, then what is actually an operating system?
See, now as a human, just brain is not enough. We need hands. We need legs, stomach, digestive system, heart, and everything is there, right?
Yeah.
So now
Mm.
Linux is just a brain. Ubuntu is an operating system. So what is the difference between Linux and Ubuntu? See, in Ubuntu, Linux is just a kernel, that the brain. So along with that, we have all the components. You have shell, you have other components like all your commands, binaries, including everything. It will become an operating system.
So when it comes to Windows operating system, then what is the kernel there?
So in Windows also same, we have kernel in Windows also.
What's the name of that?
I'm not sure about the name of the kernel. So, but yeah, in Windows also we have kernel.
Okay. So, but from Linux only, this Ubuntu, Debian, Red Hat, all this has been derived.
Yes, yes, you're right. So then
But
the
these whole things are operating systems, like Debian and all are operating systems. They are not kernels. Am I right?
yes, you're right. So they are all operating system. So now for them, brain is same. So the brain that they're using is Linux brain. But along with that, I
Okay.
said components, right? The shell and other components, the GUIs or CLIs and all the components. That components differs.
Your voice is breaking for me.
Other components,
Yeah, for me as well.
yeah, other components will differ. That is why these are different flavors.
Okay.
Yeah. So now about groups, right?
Okay. We can go back to groups.
Yeah. So in this groups, so this group is a default group for the user. Which group? Primary group. Secondary group is not a default group. So secondary group are the additional group which we have created. So now Sandra by default she has a group that is Sandra group, and she can also be added to other groups. She can also be added to DevOps group, data groups, so that she'll get access to DevOps related files, she'll get access to data engineering related files if anything is given. Are you understanding?
Yes.
every
Yeah.
user has every user has its own group that is nothing but a primary group, and additional groups are called as secondary groups. So if you add that user Sandra user or Linda user to additional groups, so whatever the permission is given to this DevOps group, data group, that permission will be given to Linda or Sandra, whoever is there in this group. That is why we have divided into primary and secondary groups. Now primary groups will be created when we create the users. Then what about secondary groups? How to create a secondary groups? If you want to create a secondary groups, you have to run a command. The command is very simple. Group add. Group add. Group add. Group name. Group add. Group name. This is to create a group. Then if you create a group, and to see the group, to list the group, you have same command. So cat etc slash group etc slash groups. So this is to do what?
List the groups.
List the groups. Then to add the user to group. So because group is empty now, we created the group. So when you create a group is empty. No users are added yet. So how do you add the users to this group? So if you want to add the users to group, so it is user mod hyphen a for append, then G, capital G for group, then group name, then username. So this user will be added to this group. Let's say this is DevOps, this is Linda. Linda will be added to DevOps group. Like that. So group name you have to mention, then username, append to group. So this group, this user will be added. So that is
Okay.
how we add the user. If you want to remove the user from the group, or if you want to check groups of user, you can check groups. There is a command groups username. So if you write this command groups username, it will list all the groups of the user. Means in which group he is a member, all the groups will be listed. Groups, username. Then if you want to remove the user from the group, then you have a command gpassword -d username and group name. So this is to remove the user from the group. It's like you are removing the user from your group. It's not deleting the group, it is removing the user from a group. So then next command to delete the group, so we have group del group name. So this will delete the group del group name. It is to delete the group. I hope these commands are clear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Any
yes.
doubts?
I'm good from my side.
Yeah, I'm good.
So let me go back here. So here let me create a group. First group add group name. So group name is, let's say, DevOps. Click on enter. Permission denied. Why?
Sudo left use.
You're right. So group is created. So how to check? You see that this is users groups. Yes, you can see the group DevOps is created. Is it created?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but no users are there in this group. You can see as of now no users are there in this group. Then how to add the users to this group? Now before that, let's say groups linta to check the users. We have, you see, linta user is the member of linta group. She is not in any other group. Let's check for Sandra. You see, Sandra, she is there in this. Sandra is there in Sandra group and users group. Maybe I added you to user group. Fine.
Oh.
So next, if you want to add Sandra to DevOps group, how do I add? Sudo user mod -a
Hyphen A.
So group name is DevOps and user
Sandra.
name is Sandra. Click on enter. So Sandra is added. How to check? Groups Sandra. If you want to run, you can run. You see, Sandra is added to DevOps group. If you want to check, you can also run cat/etc/group. You see, Sandra is added to DevOps group. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So this is how you can add the users to group. Let's say if you want to add linta, so instead of this, you write lint. Yes, linta is added. So now if you do get, yes, here you linta and Sandra both are added to DevOps group. Easy. So if you want to delete any user from the group, as you know, sudo gpassword -d. So I want to remove linta, then remove from DevOps group. Enter. So you see, removing user linta from group DevOps. So if you want to check, yes, you can see this. So linta is removed. If you want to remove Sandra, so just change it into Sandra. Sandra is removed. Oh. Yeah, Sandra is removed. Check. You see, both are removed from the group. Easy.
Yes.
If you want to delete this group, how can I delete this group? So
Group delete.
group del file, group name, DevOps. So permission denied, sudo, done. So DevOps group is deleted. See, DevOps group is deleted. Now DevOps group, right? So now, if I switch to Linta or Sandra, let's switch to Sandra. Yes, I switch to Sandra user. See, now I have a question. Will Sandra be able to add a user? Add user, let's say that.
Yes.
Are you sure? Let's say that.
Yes.
Enter. So 1, 2, 3, 4. See, Sandra is not in sudoers file. That means any user on the machine will not get admin permission by default. By default, they don't have admin permissions because these are administrative tasks, right? So then, how do we give admin? How do we give that? How do we give admin privileges? How do we give admin privileges? So to give admin privileges, there is a group. First, let me list the group. There is a group called sudo. If you observe very carefully, there should be a group. Can you see any group called sudo? Yes. Here it is. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes. Sudo. This is a group. If you add anybody to this group, they'll get the root privileges. They'll get the admin privileges. Means they can perform administrative task. Now tell me, what is the command to add Sandra to this group?
Sudo user mod
Sudo user mod
hyphen AV Sandra group name.
Sudo Sandra.
enter. So it's asking for password. Sandra can't do this. Then first exit from Sandra. Go to normal user. From here you run sudo
User mod.
capital G sudo Sandra. Done. Then sudo Sandra. Now check. So what to check? Groups Sandra.
Sandra.
Yes, you can see this. So Sandra is there in sudo group. She added to sudo group. Now Sandra, if I switch to Sandra, let's switch to Sandra. Sandra would be able to add users. Cat group. Yes, add user there. Enter 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you see, Sandra is able to add the users. Isn't it? Yes, so added the user. So you can check user. You can check the user by doing this cat /etc/password. You see the user is created. Any doubts here?
No, I'm good.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how we create the groups. So we discussed about groups. We discussed about groups because we are going to discuss about file permissions now. So what is this file permissions? Now if it is any file, let's say if it is a file or a folder, any resource, the file or a folder will have permissions. What kind of permissions will be there to a file? Let's say this is the file. This is the file. Let's say, right? So if this is the file, what kind of permissions will be there?
Read only, read or write.
Yeah, read, write. Okay, then execute permission would be there.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, so execute permission would be there. So read we represent with R, write we represent with W, read R, write W, then execute with X. Right? So
Okay.
any file folder has three entities. Three entities will be there. So first one is owner, or we will also call it as user, owner or user. Then we have group. Then we have others.
Shared.
So owner is represented with U, owner or user represented with U, group with G, others with O. So these are the permissions, these are the entities.
Okay.
So when you do command ls-l, you will get like this. If you have observed very carefully when you run this command, so you get like this. Then after this, you get the so you get the file name, you get the date, and you get when it is created, and all of this stuff. Then you get username, then you get group, then you get date and time, then you get size, then you get the file name. File name. So let me show you. Yeah. So if you do ls, so touch see, so I created a file. The file name is a.txt, this one. Then if I do ls-l, list in the long format, so I'm getting this. See, this is the username, this is the group which this file belongs to, and this is the size of the file, and this is the time when it is created, and this is the file name. Easy? Okay, this is the username, this is group, fine, this is the time, and this is the size, this is the file name. Then what is this? What is this? Do you have any idea?
Read file.
Okay. Read file. Why it is repeated multiple times? Why is it repeated multiple times? Now, let me show you. It is
Okay.
repeated multiple times. So the first letter would say type of the resource. This will represent the type of type. So whether it is a
Okay.
file or directory, so it represents the type, right? Then these three represents the permission for user. These three represent the permission for user and these three represent the permission for group and these three represent the
Oh, okay.
permission for others. Now, who is the user? Here it is. Which is the group? Here it is. Others means it's not a user, it's not, it means they are not the member of the group. Others, other users of this machine, they will get only read permissions. Now, can I change these permissions? Yes, you can change these permissions if you want. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
if it is a file, you will get hyphen. If it is a directory, you will get D. D for directory. Here, user has read and write permission, no executable permission. Then group members, if anybody added in this group, okay, so they have read and write permission, no executable permission. Others, they have read permission, no write and execute permission. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Right? So now we go back. Here you can see. Now tell me, this is permission for whom?
So first,
The selected portion.
fine.
The selected portion is the permission.
Sorry?
The selected portion is the permission for whom?
Group.
Group.
Yes. So this portion is permission for whom?
Is for the others.
Right?
Others.
Others. So this is permission for whom? This three. So this three. It is for whom? This is for whom? This permissions.
User.
These two users. Yeah.
So then this is for
Yeah.
whom?
Users.
This is what?
Users. Users.
This one. This says the type of the file. Which type it is?
That
That
is
is type. Type.
type.
Type.
I guess there is a latency. You're receiving my voice after a couple of seconds.
Are you able to hear us there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are audible. There is a latency.
Mm.
Maybe there is a lag of 2-3 seconds.
Okay. We are also getting that latency. We are not able to hear you.
Yeah, fine. So yeah, so this is about the permissions. Now how to change the permission? If you want to change the permission, so you have a command. So the command is very simple. chmod whom you want to change the permission. Let's say I want to change permission for a user, then you will mention you. If you want to add the permission, give plus. If you want to remove the permission, minus. Addition, subtraction. User, to user which permission you want to give. Let's say you want to give executable permission. So X. So user will get executable permission. I repeat, user will get executable permission. Then what is the file name? You have to mention the file name. File name. So this is how we change the permission to a file. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now let me.
I think Sandra lost.
She lost. Let me check. Oh, she's there. Yes. Okay.
Her laptop got switched off. I think she will join now.
Yeah.
The one which you showed at chmod u plus x.
Yes.
That username plus.
Not username. It's just user
Oh,
plus executable permission. It will add executable permission to that user.
okay, okay. Mm.
Yeah. So what we were discussing? Yeah, we were discussing about chmod command. So chmod, so user give executable permission to user and this file name. If you want to remove the permissions, you can do chmod. So with to whom, let's say I want to remove the permission to group, I will write G instead of U. Then this subtraction symbol hyphen. Then which permission you want to remove? I want to remove write permission. Then file name. File name. So this will remove the permission to group. So which permission? Write permission will be removed. So in real time, let me show you directly on the terminal. Let's say now see group user, they have two permissions. They have which permission? Read and write permission, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
remove it. Chmod group hyphen w. I am removing the write permission to group. Then file name is a.txt. Now here this letter should go. Enter ls hyphen l. You can see write removed.
Permission.
Right. So if you want to add, let's say I want to add all the permission to group. So what I will do? So I will add plus read, write and execute. All the permissions will be added. Done. See, all the permissions are added. Read, write, execute. Yes or no? Or read already there. So no need to give read. So I just gave it here. Read was there already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So now
There, what was ls hyphen l? I forgot that.
list files in long format. So list the files. ls will list the files. ls hyphen l, it will list with more informations like user.
Okay, okay.
You know.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So now, if you want to remove the permission, let's say I want to remove the permission, I want to give permission to user, and I want to remove permission to group. So what I will do, chmod, I want to give executable permission to user, mean owner. Then I want to remove executable permission from the group. So both things I'm doing at the same time. a.txt, click on enter. So user group g minus x. There is no such file. Okay, a.txt. Yes, is it visible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then if you want to remove or add permission to others, you can use O. So let me use O. Others, I want to give executable permission. So plus executable permission plus X. See, I added executable permission, isn't it?
Okay.
This is how you can read, you can add, you can do the permissions. Now in Sandra, this is the group. Group name is Sandra, and users they have read write access. I will give executable also. Let me give executable. So group, I will give executable access, and user, I'll remove the executable access. For next group, and for others, no executable access. I will remove others. I'll remove executable access. Done. You can see now group users they have read write execute permissions. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now if I do cat slash etc slash slash groups. So group, you can see Sandra group. No users are added to Sandra group. Only Sandra will be there because it is the primary group for Sandra. Am I correct?
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So now let me add Linta to Sandra group. How can I add Linta to Sandra group? So how can I add? I can add using this command sudo user mod a capital G, then add it to which group?
Sandra.
Sandra
Sandra.
group. So whom to add? Linta. Let's say added 1, 2, 3, 4, enter. Yes, we added Linta to Sandra group. Let's check. So groups Linta. Yes, see Linta is added to Sandra group. Now let me switch to Linta. Right. So before that, let me check the current working directory. You see, current working directory is Sandra. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I'll switch to Linta. See, I'm not using hyphen when I'm switching. What is the command? Switch su space hyphen Linta. Correct?
Mm.
I'm not using hyphen. If you are not using hyphen in between, what happens? This path will not change. Only user will change.
Okay.
Means we will stay in Sandra home directory, but user will change to Linta. Enter. So Linta password. You see, I'm in Sandra. Path is same, but user is. If you do who am I? See who is the user?
Linda.
Linta. Now Linta is the member of Sandra group, and this file, this a.txt file has permission. Has which permission to Sandra group? Read, write,
Right.
Execute.
executable permission. If I want to read, I want to write, I can write. So hello. You see, it is giving an error. Can you see this?
It's not writable.
Dot is not writable. That means, hold on. That means this Sandra folder is there. Correct?
Mm.
This folder is not writable. Let me show you. So I just came back doing cd dot dot. Came to home directory. If you do ls hyphen l, you see Sandra, this folder is not readable, not writable. Sorry. Yeah. You see, not writable to group. Group users they can't write it. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Mm.
So at this level also you should allow, because file allowed, but his parent, this folder is stopping. Right? So at this level also you have to check now. So what you will do, I will exit from this user. I went back to Sandra user. Now I will change the permission to Sandra group. Sorry, Sandra folder. See this is the folder. Where is this folder? So I'll change chmod to whom you want to give, to group, which permission, right permission, which is the folder is there in home slash Sandra, home slash Sandra, then read hyphen R. So why I'm using this? So when you use hyphen R, recursively it will change to all the files and folder inside the Sandra folder. Let's say inside Sandra folder, this directory, there are multiple folders, there are multiple files. If you are using this hyphen R, it will change to everything. If you are not using hyphen R, it will change only to this folder. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So now, whether I use it or not, it does not make the sense, because already for file I have given the permission. But still I use it. Let me done. Okay. So group got the permission. Let's do ls hyphen l home slash home. If you do, yes, you see, Sandra. For this folder we have given read write execute access to Sandra group. In Sandra group we have linta. Let me switch to linta, switch user linta without hyphen, so that the path is same. Yes, you see, we are in Sandra. If I do ls, I can do ls. If I do nano a.txt, see, now I am not getting any error. Am I correct? Hello, save it again. Cat a.txt. See, now there is a user called Daya. Let me switch to Daya. Switch user Daya. So now I am a Dayanand user. If I do ls, you see permission denied. Why?
Because you are not in that.
Daya is not a pseudo user. Or
Okay. Daya is not a pseudo user, and Daya comes in other users because he is not a member of group, nor he is, so neither he is a member of the group, or nor he is a owner of this file or folder. So this belongs to whom?
Sandra.
Sandra. Now Sandra will be able to do changes, or Linta will be able to do it, because Linta is a group member of Sandra. Correct?
Yes.
Now let's say you want only read access to the groups. You just remove the write access. Only read will be given. Are you understanding? So this is how we control the permission to groups, we control the permission to others, and we don't prefer giving permission to others in the large system. So it is always preferable to give permission, to assign permission using groups, right? So now you can add multiple users to Sandra group, and you can do the stuff, and you can also change the group, you can also change the owner of the file. So if you want to change the group of the file, let's say I want to change so now I will exit from linta as well, exit. So now let's say I want to change the group of the file, so I can change it. chmod hyphen, sorry, chgrp, change group, change group name. So let's say I will change it to Daya group. What is the file name? a.txt. So Daya is the group name because there is a user, so group will be there. Or else, let's say DevOps. Did I create a group called DevOps?
Yes.
Yeah, so let's say DevOps. So now this DevOps will be the group for this file. DevOps group is not there, it seems.
I think it's deleted. We deleted.
Yeah, Daya, let me use Daya. So operation not permitted. Sudo. Yes, done. Changed. Unless hyphen l. You can see now this file has read write executable permission to this group. The group is Daya. This file is owned by Daya group now. But its parent, whose parent group, sorry, parent folder. This is the parent folder, right?
Mm.
So parent folder has no permission. So you have to change at the parent level as well if you want, right? So this is how we do it. If you want to change the ownership for this file, let's say you want to make the owner as Daya. So what I can do, chown, change owner Daya a.txt. So permission sudo done. See, I changed the owner also, I changed the group also, only to this file. So now let me switch to Daya, permission, wrong password, okay. Yes, now you see still permission denied. Why? Because Sandra folder, this parent directory, has no permission to Daya. Are you understanding? Nano.txt. See, permission denied. Path dot permission denied. Dot means current directory. Current directory, permission denied. So at the root, at the parent level also, you have to change it. If you, but for users will not usually change. So separately, let's say I would create a separate directory, right? So let me go to home. So what I am going to do, mkdir, let me create a folder called app. Let's say we run your applications here, sudo app. So a folder will be created at the root level. See, app. So and permission denied. Okay, Daya has no permission. So now I'll switch to, I'll exit from this user. Exit from this user. Exit from this user. I'm Sandra now. So now I'll go back to home. This is the home folder. You see? This is the root. In the root, I'll create a folder mkdir app. Let's say we are going to run an application. So for this, I need a folder. I created a folder, app folder. Now if I do ls-l, you can see app folder. Where is app folder? Yeah, here. You see app folder owned by whom? As of now, owned by whom?
Sandra.
Root.
Ah, okay.
So now if you want to change it, how can you change it? So you can change it. If you want, you can change it. So let me change the group for this root. So what I can do, I can change the group, chgroup, sudo chgrp, change it into DevOps group. Before that, let me make a group add, group name, so DevOps. Permission denied. Sudo. Yeah, group is created. So next, change group. chgrp, change group, and group name. So group name, what is the group name? DevOps. And which folder? App folder, right? I want to change recursively. If you have subfolders, do recursively. Now if I do ls-l, group changed into DevOps, and this DevOps group has only read and executable permission. Let me give also write permission. See, only read and executable permission is there, no write permission. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how to give that? Chmod group plus write permission. Then which is the folder? App folder. Click on enter. Permission denied. Yes. So permission is given. So now I have given read, write and executable permission to group. The group is DevOps. Now any user in this group, they'll be able to do anything. in this folder. So let me add a user. Let me add linta to this group. Sudo user mod a capital G. So group is DevOps. Then linta. When enter linta is added, switch to linta. Switch to linta. Yeah, I switch to linta. Yeah, I switch to linta. CD app. You see, linta would be able to write. So let's say linta wants to create a file index.html. So she will be able to do save it, exit. So now you see, now a file is created, linta. So if I switch to Diaran would be able to do changes here. Do you think so?
No.
So now if I do nano index.html, you see index file is unwritable. Why?
The Anand is not part of that group.
That's it. I hope you're understanding.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So in the next session, a little bit we will discuss about some system commands and some networking commands. Maybe another half an hour. I'll finish the Linux because I just don't want to make Linux as too much. This basics is more than enough for us. Going ahead, in between whenever it is demanding, whenever we need commands, I'll be introducing new Linux commands. But I guess these sessions are enough. Maybe another half an hour I'll discuss in the next session about Linux. Then we'll complete the Linux. Then we'll move forward with maybe a little bit of shell scripting. Would you like to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do some shell scripting. Then we'll get started with how CI/CD pipelines, Kubernetes, and all. Right. So yes. Yeah. Is this enough for today?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to end the session here. So practice well. I know, you guys are working. You don't have time, but practice is needed. Otherwise, you will forget everything. And just theory knowledge would not work because you should do it. You should remember the commands, at least some basic commands. When you do it, you will get better understanding. Right? So I highly recommend you to practice